Deuce.
Welcome to the fourth episode of the Deuce, a twice-a-week talk show sponsored by HPG, where we'll be running through all the latest, greatest, lamest, and funniest stuff going on in the world. The show is called The Deuce for obvious reasons. There's two of us. It's twice a week. No other reasons at all. Today's Thursday, April 16th, and let's kick off this week's episode and get the promo out of the way before we have a special surprise guest for all of you. Mike, is there a promo product that you're liking a lot more of or using this week?
Yes, sir. It is the oven mitt from Beacon. Full die sub right here. Why am I loving this piece? We're baking and cooking a whole lot more at the house. Lasagnas. I'm talking egg casseroles. I'm talking some like lemon cakes are popping out of the Simzak house. So this thing's been super handy, man. What about yourself? I'm pointing at you. You can't tell.
Yeah, I don't have any promo products here because they all have separate places in my house. But I like the Voltron from Oregadio. Shameless plug. I like it because you can charge multiple wireless devices at once, so my wife and I can charge both our phones simultaneously if we really want to. No other reason than that Oregadio Voltron 3 is better than 1.
Plus, and then there's 2 in the back, so you can technically charge 5 things. I don't know if you forgot, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I kind of like developed it, but I forgot that. Anyways,
pitch guy. Go ahead.
Let's introduce our random guest, our first guest ever in the history of the Deuce. I'd like to welcome today's guest, Bill Petrie, president of Promo Corner and all around just good dude.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me on. This is awesome. Do I get to share my favorite promo product this week?
Sure.
What you got?
It'd be the Boxan from Oregadio.
Ooh, shameless.
That's right.
Boxan.
Very shameless.
Shameless.
I'll tell you why I like this, because now that I'm working from home, I have my dual monitors and all that, and I don't like the shitty sound that comes out of my laptop, so I can plug this thing right into my laptop and it sounds great. So the Boxan, only from Oregadio.
Sounds great and looks great too.
It looks great. It sounds great. It's got 2 imprint area here. You can actually stick this to a window. I know all about this product. It's a fabulous product.
Take the show on the road with Mike, you 2 salespeople. I'm just the guy that uses the speaker behind the scenes. Bill, so as we run through the typical rundown that we go through, best thing we saw on the web this week, we'll do some sports, then we've got some Q&A for you.
Yep.
Where we'll answer and ask you all the secret stuff that you've always wanted to disclose, but have never had a forum to disclose it.
I'm giddy with anticipation. I'm like a Girl Scout on Cookie Sunday.
Hi, you guys want some cookies?
Let's do it.
Hey, but before we jump into it, Bill, what you wearing?
Kegger at my mom's house.
Nice.
Hey, Ma! Can we get some meatloaf?
Nice. And the hat with a Lone Star beer on the hat?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Way to match. That's what we call matching.
Coordinating.
Mike, throwback shake and bake shirt.
So yeah, I got the Jan Sports Skip Y'all throwback shake and bake. I don't know the exact year on it, but always good times with a good old Skip. And then hat of the day, rocking Costa Mesa, Bosque, Native Co. Shout out to Sean, my buddy. Jason, I like your shirt. I already saw it, so.
Big Barstool Sports fan over here. I've been watching all the Portnoy unboxing, so I'm ready for tonight unboxing number 11 or whatever. We definitely will be sending him something.
That's
to his
awesome.
House. Yeah. Okay, so best thing you saw on the web, Bill, today or in the last couple days?
So there's a TikTok video I saw today of this dad eating an Easter cake and pissing off his wife, which was really funny. His daughter kept calling him Dadasaurus, and his mom goes, "No, don't make him do it." And he starts going, like he had little arms and just destroying the cake. That made me laugh out loud. That was funny stuff. Of course, you can't go wrong with the John Krasinski, some good news stuff. I don't want to step on anybody's toes, but that's so genius, so simple, and he's such a likable guy. So easy to watch that. Very cool.
I've seen a lot of like the, like NBA basketball player families like doing the dances together. So I just wondered in the Petrie household if you guys were doing that too.
No, not right now. I mean, there's still, so everybody doesn't know, I have 17-year-old twin boys. I will sell one of them or both of them for volume discount. Yes, they are redheads. They basically just kind of, do what every other 17-year-old boy does. Now they're allowed here to they can go outside and they can go fishing as long as they stay 6 feet apart from their friends. That's the only things they're doing right now. They do not leverage technology to connect their friends unless Xbox is involved.
Huh. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's different than a lot of kids out here in California, mostly because they have things to do outside in Tennessee, like fish.
Yeah, absolutely. They're big into it. I mean, they actually just formed a fishing club in the high school. Again, I do live in the sticks, so they got a fishing club now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Mike, best thing you saw?
Most unique thing I saw was what they're considering the safest man on the planet. This guy Brett went on a worldwide global boating sailing trip, and he's been gone before January and hasn't seen another human since January. So he's considered the safest man on planet Earth because he's had zero contact with anybody out there. But it made me think, what would you guys do? What would you bring on that boat with you to survive this long? It's almost kind of like the desert island question. What would you need on that boat with you to be?
I'd bring an Org Audio 10.4, definitely. No, I'd definitely bring a Bluetooth speaker, probably an Aurabox 2.0. No, but I would bring some music. I'd have to have music, so I'd bring my phone, so I'd have all the music I wanted, and I want a little smoker because I want to cook something. I'm sure a smoker, an open flame, very safe on the high seas, from what I understand. Very safe. So
I'd probably bring Rosetta Stone. I'd probably learn to read like Mandarin or read and speak Mandarin or something I've always wanted to do.
I'm learning Thai so I can go to Thailand for a thing.
Definitely, I think my biggest mistake in high school is taking Spanish versus now everyone takes Mandarin. So I'd probably learn Mandarin on a boat. That's like not the funny answer, but it's the truthful answer.
I just want to throw on the score, but neither of you guys said you would want to bring your family.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
All right, just throwing it out there. What about you, Jay?
I've been quarantined with them. I don't want them coming.
Best thing I saw on the web was a restaurant in Florida decided to sell the most expensive item on their menu to try to keep their restaurant afloat while they've been shut down. So they sold a bottle of 25-year-old Rip Van Winkle bourbon, which Mike, I know you are personally a big fan of.
Yeah.
So they were asking $17,000 for it, and they actually ended up selling it for $40,000. A veteran who wanted to remain anonymous decided to pay a little more to keep the restaurant afloat. He's a frequent, visitor or eater at the restaurant, but good for him and good for the restaurant for thinking outside the box and selling the most expensive bourbon known to man for 40 G's.
That's so freaking cool, because that's one of the things I worry about, what businesses will come back after this. For your favorite restaurant, things as simple as that, your favorite restaurant's not going to. That's awesome.
Yeah. Sports update. So I, over the weekend, 4 days ago, watched the ESPN horse competition. I needed sports, and unlike Mike, that was willing to, bail and watch like XFL reruns on YouTube, I decided to watch the most up-to-date sports out there, which is the horse competition, and it was terrible. First of all, it should have been pig because it could have been 3 letters. The internet connection was as crappy as Mike Simzak's house in Costa Mesa, California, and they weren't playing on like exercise courts, right? So Chauncey Billups had like a legit court in his driveway, and then like I can't remember who was playing had like a court that was just literally a driveway. So there was no key. Like Billups was shooting like outside threes, but the guy didn't have a 3-point line. It was terribly executed. The ratings were actually really high on it though, but just need sports in our lives. So
I think that's just the desperation.
Yeah.
That is bringing those ratings up through the roof there.
What about you, Mike?
Man, for me, I don't know. You got to try to like dig deep for these sports stories, but being a Chicago guy, I don't know. You guys are tired of hearing about it, but the hashtag fire Gar Pax with the Chicago Bulls, whose management has absolutely been atrocious since 1998 or so, is finally out. We've finally been able to oust them. So excited for the future. It's a bright shining light now in the basketball world of Chicago, which is also another prelude of what I'm going to be watching later in the month of April, which is The Last Dance, the story of the Chicago Bulls when they were dominant. So kind of a little sports story / preview of what's on Netflix.
Everybody's waiting for that. It's a 10-part series, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic. If you're an avid fan or just an average or a diehard, it's just going to be incredible. So I'm excited for that. Bill, what's the sports in your world, man?
I'm very fortunate. I get to live sports. So I've been the referee between my two 17-year-old sons beating the shit out of each other on a fairly consistent basis. So I've mastered things like, hey, do that again, I'm going to send you to your room. You do that again, I'm going to make you go outside and lick the mailbox after they deliver the mail. No, so that's really the sports we have. I keep meaning to watch, and I keep forgetting the virtual IndyCar racing. I don't know why I want to watch that, but I do. I haven't seen it though. I'm sure it's going to be
a major buzz of like gambling on sim, computer versus computer, Madden and IndyCar and everything like that.
Did you hear about? And same with horse racing is the only time really going. Did you hear about the guy who spent 50 cents, hit a pick 5 for $500,000?
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy.
Good for him. Best 50 cents ever spent.
It's not the three of us. Not one of us.
Bill, are they keeping score on these wrestling matches? And are chairs involved?
So the way we keep score is financial, the amount of damage to the actual house. There's been maybe a pocket door's been replaced or not. I can neither confirm nor deny that, or else my boss will,
Okay. Is that out of pocket expenses?
Oh, very nice. Hey, all right, everybody. That is their expense. So you break it, you bought it, and you have to figure out how to replace it. I will help you, but I won't do it.
So what are you watching? It's probably what everyone's watching. I, this weekend, finished Tiger King for the first time, all 7 episodes, plus the Joel McHale special. Spoiler alert, I won't go into the ending, but did not see any of this coming. I am born in Florida. I hail from the great state of Florida for the first 7-8 years of my life before moving out here to the Bay Area. I could picture something like this happening in Florida, like Carol Baskin's place, but Oklahoma, Bill, I think you are the closest in terms of states to Oklahoma. How is all this stuff going on in Oklahoma? Like, why is this possible? I have so many questions.
Yeah, so I was born in Texas, or not born in Texas, but I grew up in Texas, live in Tennessee now. I've seen a million of those places. I've never been to one, but I mean, you drive through Oklahoma or Texas, there's a million of these wildlife parks, and they're just private zoos. But I never realized the weird subculture that existed. That you've got Joe Exotic, a complete just weird mullet, gay, gun-toting, whatever. And then you have Carol Baskin, who you think in the first few episodes, at least she's got her together. And then you realize, she cut her husband up into 1-inch pieces and fed it to a lion or a tiger. Man, it's messed up. And then the whole country music part of it, and then the whole hard copy thing. It just, every time you think you have it figured out, you don't. So I'm wondering if each of these wildlife parks, they all have some weird subculture like that. And the thing that freaked me out the most is I can't remember her name, but I think she's actually identifying as a man now, but the one who got her arm pulled off, she's the most likable and the most chill person in the entire series. I mean, she's like, got my arm ripped off. What are you going to do?
That's why you don't yell.
Well, and
on the spot.
And I believe they said they were using that, they actually show the video to people for training purposes.
Safety video.
Gotta be safe around those live tigers. Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
That's one of the most, it's something the country certainly needed during quarantine.
I'm talking about the perfect time to release it too for Netflix. I wonder if they were planning on releasing it in the summertime and they accelerated. What do you think?
I don't think so. I think they just released it. I know, with the basketball thing Mike was just talking about, they're going to release that in the fall, and they've moved that up. Right. I think that was just happenstance.
Crazy. And the best part is, too, there's so many people ripping off Joe Exotic. Just imagine how many Joe Exotic Halloween costumes there are going to be this year.
I'm going to go as Carol Baskin's husband.
Smart.
Okay, so instead of doing children's book reviews, which we're known to do, and a couple other feel-good stories, we're just going to do some random question and answers with Bill.
Let's do it.
Mike, I know you're a big barbecue guy, and you've been wanting to ask Bill this question forever, so go ahead.
All right, man. All-time favorite barbecue joint, and what are you ordering there?
That would be Hard 8 in Dallas, and I'm ordering the brisket. The fatty, not lean.
Sides?
Cornbread, jalapeno cornbread, and grits.
Grits. Okay.
Hatch green chili grits.
Okay.
That made me sound like I don't really want to eat grits ever again. I don't like grits, nor do I like hatch green chili. So that's
There you go. It's the flavor combination Jason never wanted.
Yeah, no, thank you, please. Bill, so who's your quarantine dream team? So your top 3 people to be stuck in your home that are not associated with you and part of your family.
Okay. I'll take Sammy Hagar. Not my favorite Van Halen singer, but I think he's very likable, and I think he tells some good stories about my favorite band, which obviously I have all the Van Halen shit behind me.
He'll bring tequila too, right?
He'll bring the tequila, and now he's got a rum. So give him a couple more years, he'll have bourbon too. So I'll take him. I'll take who else here? This is a good one. This is a really good one. Looking around here, trying to think who else I would pick. I would definitely take Roger Staubach. He was my hero growing up as a Dallas Cowboys fan, so definitely Roger Staubach. I think and Mark Cuban. I'd love to pick his brain. I really like Cuban. I think he's a pretty intelligent guy. So those would be my 3. So Roger Staubach, Mark Cuban, and Sammy Hagar. I think that'd be a hell of a little dinner party.
Mike, who's your dream team?
My dream team? Oh man, I thought Bill was on the spotlight here. I'd say some sort of comedian. So just keep things light and look at things from a different perspective. So comedian XYZ. I'll think of another one. My heroes like Jordan. I know we're kind of on this topic, but it'd be awesome just to hear all the stories of all the trash talking he did and all the gambling he did and just all that behind the scenes stuff. So it'd be awesome to just hang out with him and maybe he can teach me a jump shot. I don't know, whatever.
Let it rain! Rain dance!
And then
1 hour later.
I don't know. Swing back to me. What about you, Jay?
I'm surprised neither of you picked a chef, so I would definitely have Bobby Flay in my house. I was going to say Martha Stewart originally, but I feel like Bobby Flay is a higher quality chef.
Boom, pow.
So I'd have Bobby Flay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'd probably have Fauci, the infectious disease guy, right?
Yeah.
In my house, just in quarantine, just because I feel like I can make some money off of him. So I have him in my house as a source of revenue stream for the Lukash household. I'd probably also have Zuckerberg in my house too, just from business. He looks like me, and I feel like he could broadcast the Fauci press conferences to a bigger audience more efficiently and better than Trump could. So
okay, I'll say also like maybe the property brother that builds stuff starts just like making my house like super sick and imagine stories and secret compartments and stuff like that. Just to
the best part, since you don't know which property brother that is, it's a 50-50 chance. You can get the real estate agent one who's just going to sell your house and try to sell you some property.
I'll take that chance.
Bill, so what's the worst thing you've ever spent over $250 on?
David Lee Roth concert. That's the truth. In 2002, they did the Battle of the Lead Singers tour, Sammy Hagar and David Lee Roth, and they would alternate nights who opened and who closed. And the day I went, Sammy opened. He was great. Dave went on, and it was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It was like me fronting a Van Halen cover band, and not a very good one.
Ouch.
That's
yeah,
amazing too. And you spent over $250 on it.
Yeah, quite a bit over.
Is that a Whataburger cup too?
Oh man, that's awesome.
Can we just talk about Whataburger for a second? Like,
yeah,
I mean, like Whataburgers. Why is there so much hype with Whataburger? I don't understand it.
So is this going to devolve into a Whataburger versus In-N-Out conversation? Because I'm fully prepared to have it.
Just pour your heart out. Pour your heart out on Whataburger.
So here's why Whataburger is far superior than any other quick service. I wouldn't even call it fast food. Let's just call it quick service.
It made you say, wow, what a burger.
Restaurant in the world, because they make everything with love. They really do. No, it's bigger burgers. They're all fresh. It's all fresh meat. They cut their fries fresh. Everything's just great there. And they serve you. They have somebody come by and bring your food, so you don't have to wait at the counter for your food. And they have spicy ketchup. Oh, they have the best spicy ketchup. Plus, there's nothing better at 2 a.m. than a breakfast taquito with some picante sauce. You can always get that at Whataburger.
So, being from Texas too, are you a big Chuy's fan?
I think Chuy's is about the lamest Mexican restaurant in the history of all. Yeah.
Lamest Mexican restaurant in the history of all.
It's okay.
Oh.
There's
Wow.
spicy jalapeno, the creamy jalapeno, which I can make. I have the recipe for. That's great. Beyond that, I'm out.
Really?
Really?
I always have told Mike too, like I would love to franchise Chuy's out here on the West Coast. I just think being from Texas, you're probably too close to like the Tex-Mex fire.
Probably.
For places like, there's great Mexican food in California, but there's not Tex-Mex. I think
Yeah.
Chuy's does a great job. But I'd also mostly open it for the spicy jalapeno ranch sauce.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, there's a million other places I'd go before that. Uncle Julio's is the one I always go to. That's a great place.
Yeah. There's one of those in Austin, I think, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Any other random food questions, Mike?
Random food questions. All right, you can only eat last meal. You're on death row. What's your last meal?
Don't say Whataburger.
Wow, what a burger.
No, I won't. That's disrespectful to you as the host of this fine broadcast. I will go smoked tomahawk ribeye steak. So I'd smoke it and then smoke it for about an hour or so, and then reverse sear it, nice rare. Garlic mashed potatoes, grilled asparagus, and a nice glass of that $40,000 Pappy Van Winkle.
Ooh, good tie-in. Good way to tie it in. You're
Yeah,
perfect.
it's all, we're wrapping it all together. It's like a
Yeah.
flow.
There you go.
Well, I'd like to personally thank Bill for joining the Deuce today, our first ever guest. And I think too, like one of the first ever promo industry podcasts I did a long time ago was with Bill many moons ago.
Yeah,
So,
we did Promo Kitchen one, I think.
so we've definitely upgraded because now I have a light, a camera, and a microphone. You've got like a full on like radio DJ setup.
Oh, yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
Do you want to plug Promo Corner at all, or
I'm sorry?
do you want to plug Promo Corner?
Yeah, Promo Corner. We're just we're the leading digital media company in the promotional products industry, and we just opened up something called Promo Show, which is a virtual trade show. You guys are on it. It's promoshow.com, and it's a really good way for suppliers and distributors to connect, not just professionally but also personally right now. And it's really taken off. So promoshow.com, brought to you by the Good Strongs over here at Promo Corner.
Yeah, I think that promo show thing's amazing. You know, I went in Mike's booth the other day and he was just sitting there with no pants on. It was kind of awkward, but it's just like any other trade show I'd been to before. So
You got to get
Because
the people in. You got to get the people in, you know.
So just like any other trade show, because Mike doesn't wear pants at trade shows, correct? I mean, so that's how it was, just like any other trade show?
no, well that, and also Mike was just sitting around doing nothing.
Nothing! You've done nothing! Nothing!
So
Oh, okay. See, we want to create that environment where people are comfortable doing nothing. Yes.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for tuning into the 4th episode of The Deuce today for Thursday, April 16th, 2020. Be sure to tune back in next Tuesday, April 21st for our 5th episode. We'd like to thank our sponsor of the show, HPG, our producer, Jeff, director Ben behind the scenes, and the rest of the team. Be sure to subscribe below. Everyone stay safe. Deuces, we out.